Oh, hello, Shadrach.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Prof. Chiskawe here.
Yes, Prof. Yes, it's me here. I'm just joining. I know it's your it's your talk, but I'm just joining as
No, thank
participant.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you, because I was talking to Prof. Mukhalaka,
yes.
and then seemingly probably she was supposed to be chairing the whole meeting, but otherwise she's driving. She's on her way to Vuan Science Center, but then
okay.
she said we should start, and then she will join us later.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and probably we'll try to play the exhibition video from our side here.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We can go ahead. I think people join from different medias. So there might be people in Facebook and other media. So maybe if we start so that people are not waiting too long.
No, thank you, Shadrach. Thanks for the direction.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Oh yes, that's me, Prof. Chiskawe. I think we're starting with our program wherein I will have some opening words regarding our session today. Safe to say that we have been enjoying the National Science Week since the beginning of the week, and it was indeed bumper to bumper with seminars and webinars. So today, I wish to welcome you into this IKS session. It's just a celebration of IKS through this exhibition. What one can say is that indeed IKS, it's a body of knowledge which is kind of generated over time and through experience, the experience of living with nature, and it makes people to generate this body of knowledge, which is very much important. And of course, it's very much important in terms of going forward. If we are to talk in terms of development, then we'll be moving from the known, knowing that we are moving from a system that worked at times, and then we'll be improving on it. So I just want to welcome you all into this session. And then I hope you will enjoy the short video that we'll play for you. This session is supposed to end at around 9:30. 9:30, we should be, in a way, concluding our session. It's a very short session. Nevertheless, I hope you will enjoy it. So next on the program, it's Advocate Machize, who will be introducing the exhibition to you. I will switch off my video, and I think we can all do the same and allow Advocate Machize to introduce the exhibition to us. All of you colleagues, you are more than welcome to join. Thank you for joining. Dr. Machize.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Professor Chiskawe. Mine is to introduce the exhibition, and the exhibition is about 2 traditional dishes, and the 2 dishes are Chizimba and Topi, which are Venda traditional dishes. It is tried to mention that there is sufficient evidence from studies from South Africa and the rest of the world that indigenous foods are consumed by many households, especially in areas where they are available, and thus can play an important role in alleviating food insecurity. In many rural areas, where they have access to traditional crops that are rich in micronutrients, which are likely to serve as a long-term strategy to eliminate food insecurity. So the diversity of indigenous crops also has a potential to augment. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, yes, you are very much audible, advocate.
Okay. The diversity of indigenous crops has the potential to augment the nutrition composition of family diets, and this may contribute to household food security and the alleviation of hidden hunger, which is a result of lack of dietary diversity, usually linked to poor consumption of fruit and vegetables. And among the vendor, Chidzimba is a well-known dish which is liked by most adults, and these days we see it exhibited in traditional weddings and a lot of activities and events. So the ingredients of Chidzimba are semp, milled peanuts, groundnuts, and salt. And the ingredients of topi are pumpkin, soft maize meal, or mealie rice. So these two dishes augment nutrition composition of family diets and are a good source of energy. I'll only briefly explain how to make Chidzimba. You boil groundnuts and semp until they become soft, after which you would then add peanuts and continue boiling. Add salt, you stir well until you allow it to simmer. And once it is cooked, it's put in a bowl and is ready to be served. So it can be eaten while it is still hot, and others would enjoy it being a cold dish. And when topi, you cut the pumpkin into pieces, let it boil. Once it softens, you mash the pumpkin and you add the soft mealie meal. So thank you, Prof. Chisikawe, for that introduction.
Okay, thank you, colleagues. Thanks, Dr. Machidze. Actually, I think you did a lot of justice to your time because you had something like 5 minutes, but you didn't use the whole of it, which is good. Let me try to upload the video clip that is exhibiting the indigenous foods. Let me see. Just a moment, please. A moment. Browse. Well. Yeah, this okay. This is not the clip that I wanted to play. Let me see if I can browse and get the right one. This was just an intro, so bear with me as I search for the right clip. Oh no, where can I get it? Advocate Machize.
Hello.
Are you able to get the clip from your side?
Let me try, Prof.
Yeah, the one I sent you, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to get it from YouTube. Let's see.
Prof, the one I have is on YouTube.
Yeah, is it not possible to share it?
Let me try. I've sent it through to you. Prof, did you receive it?
I saw the link, but I don't know how I will be able to share it from your.
There you go.
I don't know how I should be able to share it.
Go to more. It's shared, Prof. Just go to more on your screen on your, or is it more?
I think I should actually to share a link which is on YouTube. I think that's the only challenge that I'm having. Can you do it from that side, Isaac? I don't know. Is it Shadrach?
I must have it. Buff and Brenda, are you in the position to assist? Oh, Buffedile and Brenda, are you not in? Oh, they're not close by. Yeah, because Prof, you are actually sharing it. We're looking at it. It's just that it's blurred, but you are busy sharing it.
I think it's Advocate. Is it me?
Oh, then it means you can just play the volume.
Okay. No, but it had a lot to do with
Buffedile.
Tatem Kansi, I'm just checking it on my side.
Oh yeah, please do so, and then maybe you can share it from your side. Then it's gonna save a bit of time. Yeah. Prof, it's gonna be sorted now. Let's give Bafedile and Brenda a chance to.
Yes, thanks, because it has been sent to SASTA. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Are you guys succeeding?
Yes, I have opened it, and then can they allow me to share it?
Yeah, you can ask Prof.
Can you see it?
Go ahead and share it. Go ahead.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes. There it is. Yeah. Just keep the adverts. Oh, that guy is drinking water.
No, this is not the right one. This is the one for renewable energy.
Maybe send it, Prof, so that they don't have to search for it. Just forward it, Prof, and Advocate. Just forward it to Brenda and Bafedile. Forward only the link.
So should I close this one?
Yes,
Yeah,
they're saying it's the wrong one.
And how do I?
Stop sharing.
Did I stop sharing?
Yeah, you did. Prof, did you manage to send?
Can I? No, not yet. Can I have? Can I send it through WhatsApp to?
Yes.
To Bafedile?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that would be much better. Bafedile, I don't have your number.
The other thing, you can just copy the link and then put it on an email and send as a message.
I'm learning new things here today.
Prof, we are working on a different environment. It's a new normal. We are all learning. We're all learning. Let us. Yeah, I will encourage that we are all patient with one another. I think we'll master these things as time goes on.
Then how do I copy?
Go to the.
I have the link.
Yeah, go to the. When you are playing a video, on top there will be a link. Yeah, right on top there, there is youtube.com. That is the link. You see the YouTube.
I got it, and then I'm trying to share.
Oh,
Please.
Okay. Are you able to see the share?
Yes. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, there you go. I don't hear anything. Are you able to share the sound as well?
You can't hear it.
I don't know if others can.
No, I
Can you
can't.
hear it?
No, we can't hear the sound.
Wow. How do I do the sound that them can see?
I think you must go to those 3 dots there. There must be somewhere where you share the sound. Brenda, are you here to also assist?
She's not here. Can you hear now?
No. Go
You still
to.
cannot hear.
Yeah, go to the after sharing, go to the 3 dots and share the sound.
Where are the 3 dots? I don't know. Oh, okay, the sounds here, and then turn off incoming video. I don't see the sharing of the sound that them can see. I see turn off incoming video. That them can see. Do you have the program on you?
Yeah, that's how I got into the.
No, just go to. It's in one of the links in the program.
One of the links in the program.
Yes, that's how I got it. Yeah. Which day? University of Venda.
The last day, probably. Go to the last day.
Not on Friday, just on
Okay.
other dates there. Did you see it? It's the IKS. I'm searching for it. I can't. Okay. Did I? Today's Thursday.
I think go back a bit. Yes.
Prof. Chisikawe,
Prof.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Can I try sharing the video from my side? It looks like the video is playing.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Can you stop?
Please, Prof.
Stop sharing and then let me try from my side. Can you see it? Hello?
Yes, we can see it, Prof. Play it.
I'm disconnected there. Oh, disconnected. If I can. And what is the river disconnected? Rishimisa cable. Was gonna you faranga mem. Negative to the cut.
Prof. Mkalaka.
Let me try to share.
Because the other one is not giving us. Okay, the connection. Yeah.
Police, can I ask you to mute, please? Everybody can mute.
Colleagues, are you able to see anything? Because I cannot see anything from my side.
No, we cannot. I cannot see anything from my side either.
Okay. Is Prof sharing anything? Prof, is it possible that I play the video and then you just talk over the video? Because it looks like there is no sound on your side.
Prof Mhalaka,
Yes.
can you hear the suggestion, Prof?
Are you able to see the video, colleagues?
Yes, I can see the video.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, now we can.
Okay, can I just play it and maybe Prof can talk because you said you cannot hear the sound.
I think that should be the best option. I don't know,
Okay.
Prof.
I'm just going to play it and then we'll let Prof maybe talk over the video. Is Prof there? I'm just going to let it play.
Should I be the one talking over the video or Rafael? Yeah, can you pause a bit?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I was just checking whether I should be the one talking over the video or we should ask one of the ladies here who was participating to talk over it. I think we have got those ladies on the platform here. Well, Esther.
Hello.
Esther's hand is up.
Yeah, can you Bangasia ambe over the video?
Okay, I can try.
Please do that so that, yeah, okay, Mafile, she will talk. Liwan Chikube will do that.
Okay, you want me to explain about the video?
Explain what is happening on the video as it is playing.
Okay.
Just like we were explaining when we were being recorded.
Or should I put it in the camera or just like?
They will play it. They will be playing it and you will be talking over.
Okay.
Okay, you can play it, Mafile.
Okay.
Mm. Do you want me also to explain now while they are talking?
Yes, Liwan, here you should have been saying what they are doing, that they are introducing themselves. And then,
Okay, the elder lady there is Wogile DC. She was talking that she's working at University of Venda. She is also assisting students in their research by giving them knowledge, or the students chose her as the participant. This one is Dr. Ramabunga. She's also a lecturer, a senior lecturer in the Department of Indigenous Knowledge System and Heritage. I am Libwani Chikukube, a lecturer at University of Venda in this Department of Indigenous Knowledge System and Heritage, and also IKS practitioners. We were just introducing ourselves. Okay. You can move. Now here we are trying, we are cooking chidzimba.
Chivase ndi wanala Duthuni nga mushumo ndi wanala University ya Venda ndi shumo u koropa ndi shumano ndi thusana matshudeni u vha ṋea nḓivho nga ha sialala ndi zwone zwithu zwine nda ita zwone University ya Venda.
Vhana vhane vha khou amba ndi vho mufumakadzi Vho Ramavhunga ndi Murabi, vho bebiwa shangoni ḽa Muledane nga vhudzulo zwino vha vho dzula ḓoroboni ya Thohoyandou Block F. Nṋe ndi shuma University ya Venda kha department ya Indigenous Knowledge System na Heritage. Hanefho ndi hune nda thusa matshudeni nga u ḓivha, nga u vha funza na u vha tsivhudza nga ha nḓivho ya Tshivenḓa ya sialala ḽashu. U ḓa hanga hafhanoni ndo guda zwinzhi zwine zwi ḓo nthusa zwihulwane kha u funḓedza matshudeni uri vha ḓivhe nga sialala ḽashu.
Nṋe ndi pfhi Livhuwani Daphne Tshikukuvhe, ndo bebelwa kha shango ḽa Khakhanywa, ndi dzula Itsani zwa zwino. Ndi shuma University ya Venda kha department ya Indigenous Knowledge System and Heritage, hune ndavha ndi tshi khou pfumbudza matshudeni ndi tshi vha funza nga ha mafhungo a zwiḽiwa, nda dovha nda vha funza nga ha mafhungo a kuambele nga nḓila ya sialala, nda vha funza na nga nḓila ya mutakalo. Nda vhidzwa u pfhi IKS practitioner. Okay, here the team is busy cooking the chidzimba. Okay. From the picture now, if
zwavhuḓi
you can look, it's the pumpkin. It means if you want to cook this, we call it topi in Chivenda. You just clean the pumpkin, then you boil them until it get ready. Then you mix it with the cornmeal. Then you mix it with a little sugar until you cook it. You see, or it's ready to serve. Like what you are seeing in the video.
avumba zwino hei topi ya ḓifha. Hapa ndi khou bika tshidzimba.
In this picture is chidzimba. We call it chidzimba. Some they call it maybe semp, but this one is more than semp because it has a lot of mixture. You just mix the crushed meal, peanuts, and bambara. Then you also put the crushed peanuts. Then you cook them. Mix them. You see, sometimes if you want to cook it, you can also use the beans.
Hapa ndi khou shumisa khali. Khali na yone yo vha vhutsila ha Muvenda. Musi a tshi kona u dzhia vhumba a bvisa tshithu tsha pfi khali ine ra khou bika ngayo na lufo. Ndi tshidzimba tshi bikiwa nga ṱhuvhule na phonḓa na ṋawa.
She's now trying to show the ingredients of chidzimba.
Ndi lunonyolo ri ya lukadzinga ra lusinda ra koḓela nga lo muroho. Ndi mufhoho hoyu ri to lovhea. U tshi lovheiwa ra u nula ra dzhia maṱari ya momva ra tibedza wa mela. U tshi mela ra u sinda ra dzhia vhukhopfhone ra tomba nga u halwa ra dovha ra ita ngaho mpambo ra dovha ra ita ngawo mabundu. Ndi mufhoho hoyu. Haya ni makhaha a sindiwa a ita mukapu a sindiwa a ita mabundu o lovheiwa ono mela na one a ita mabundu. Hedzi ndi thanga dza masheleni dza makute dza mafhuri ri a dzi kadzinga ra sevha ngadzo ra ri ita muroho.
She's trying to indicate that from pumpkin we can have a lot of things. Some of the thing that is there in the display is pumpkin seeds, pumpkin flour but being dried, pumpkin leaves being dried, and you make it like a zugwada. We call it zugwada. There she's trying to show you the types of termites.
Hedzi ndi ṱhongolifha dzi batiwa ḓakani dza vhuya ra ḓa ra kulunga ra kadzinga ra shela muṋo ra ḽa. Ndi muroho hoyu ndi murambo. Vhaṅwe vha nwa ngawo tie vhaṅwe ri sokou ḽa. Ndi tshiḽiwa tsha Vhavenḓa na tshone.
Sweet potato.
Hononi ndi mukusule wa muṋawa. U bva kha muri u no pfi muṋawa u to ṱavhiwa tsimuni wa dzhiwa maṱari a hone a kiwa a bikiwa a neiwa a oma a ita mukusule. Kha honoyu wa muṋawa u wa vha na hedzinoni mbeu.
This is a beans leaf, and then we also have a fruit.
Dzi a dzhiwa na dzone dza fhuliwa dza bika tshidzimba kana ra sevha ngadzo. Dzi a ḓi dovha dza ḓi bikiwa dza ḽiwa dzi songo oma. Heḽi noni ndi fhuri.
She is now showing us the pumpkin.
Heḽi noni fhuri ḽi a kona u itiwa mbavhi ḽa bikiwa ḽa ḽiwa ḽi songo vhaḓiwa kana ḽa vhaḓiwa ḽa ṱhukhukanyiwa u fana na nga henoni nḓila ḽa bikiwa ḽa dovha ḽa ita na thophi ḽeneḽi fhuri ḽine ḽa vha ḽithihi. musi ḽi tshi fhanduliwa heḽi fhuri nga ngomu haḽo hu vha hu na thanga dzi no fana na hedzinoni thanga ri a dzi bvisa dza anewa
She is trying to explain about the importance of pumpkin leaf. She have indicated the way or how you can use this pumpkin. You can cut it, you can cook it as it is.
Dzhia a bikiwa a vha mukusule wa aneiwa wone muri muthihi wa thanga ri a dzhia maṱari a hone ra a ṱanganyisa na fhuri zwa ita hononi mukusule u no pfhi mudzugu.
She is trying to explain how to make a dry veg from pumpkin leaves with the mixture of pumpkin itself.
Khavho na yone i bva kha thanga kha luṅwe lushaka lwa thanga lune lwa pfhi mufhafha. Heinoni khavho i shuma u nwa maḓi, mabundu na halwa na u phasa. Hu ḓingana hezwinoni na zwone zwi ḓi bva kha luṅwe lushaka lwa thanga. Vhavenḓa vha i shumisa u ita tshele musi vha tshi khou lidzela midzimu yavho ya sialala vha vha vho dzhenisa thanda nga ngomu vha dzhenisa matombo na dziṅwe zwine zwa nga lila musi vha tshi khou lidza nga ngomu. Hezwinoni ndi zwithu zwe vhavenḓa vha vha tshi zwi shumisa, zwiḽiwa zwe vhavenḓa vha 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 tshi ḽa vha tshi ḓi vhulungela zwone vha tshi khou itela musi wa nḓala uri vha si fe nga nḓala musi hu na.
She is now trying to explain this is the food that people, Venda people use to preserve and use it later. It's about food security. It's now showing how to cook chidzimba.
Na vhutsila ha Vhavenḓa hezwi zwi re hafhanoni ndi majomela ḽi zwi amba uri ḽi jomela.
The different types of calabash.
Tilani mukomana wa jomela a u tsha pfi jomela ndi tshibvuvhelo. Tshibvuvhelo tshi na mukomana ano pfi mvuvhelo ye vha kale vha 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 tshi shela ngayo maḓi vha dovha vha ka ngayo maḓi milamboni vha vhuya vho hwala. Hafhanoni tsini na nei heḽi ndi delele ḽo omisiwa uri ḽi vhidza uri mutshovhotshovho. Ḽi shuma
some they call it okra.
Na madelele nga
tshifhinga dry veg for okra delele.
Ṱangana na muroho wa thanga.
It's mixed with the pumpkin leaves, the dried pumpkin leaves.
Delele ḽavhuḓi na iyi ndi iṅwe tshaka ya delele ine ya vhidziwa uri ndande ri a ḽa na mbeu ya hone ndi mutshelo wa hone une ri a u bika ra u ḽa zwi tou bva kha uri vha u bika nga nḓila ḓe vha dziṅwe tshaka vha ḓi shela na mapfhura kana vhone vha bika ḽi tshi tou pfhi delele.
She's now trying to explain the different
faraho ndi ndilo ye fara delele. Dongo tshidongo ndi etshi tshiṱuku tshine ri a bika ra shela muroho mabovhola delele madovhi na zwiṅwe. Mukomana wa hone u pfhi dongo ndi une ra kona u avhela zwithu khawo na zwino ro ḓi avhela na zwidzimba na dzi thophi. Hu ḓivha na ḽiṅwe ḽine ḽa vha ḽihulwane ḽine ḽa pfhi sambelo ḽe ḽa shuma u ṱambela na zwino arali u naḽo u a ṱambela na zwanḓa wa ṱambela na khofheni. Musi ri tshi bva hafho hu na mutoli na musi. U imela mpumbelo ya mufumakadzi.
I think it's fine. Can I stop?
Mufumakadzi.
Over to you, Prof. Thank you. Ooh.
Thank you. Let me also welcome Prof. Mkhalaka who just joined us while we were busy struggling with the video. Otherwise, according to the program, we're supposed to do the question and answer session, but because of time, now the question and answer session will be done after the renewable energy exhibition. I hope everyone will still be around when we go to the renewable energy exhibition. So from there, I will just have some few words, concluding words regarding the IKS exhibition. I think one can start by profusely apologizing for the mishaps that happened with the video. You see, I think that this is one thing about IKS, probably because we didn't throw the snuff down. Maybe that's why we're going around like that in circles trying to open the video. But nevertheless, it's one of those lessons from IKS. What one can just say, maybe as some concluding remarks, is that, like I've indicated when I was opening, I indicated that IKS is a body of knowledge which was kind of generated over a period of time through experiences. You will agree with me that some of the experiences from IKS were not so good because some of these things were achieved through trial and error. So you can imagine if people are trying to select plants that they're going to use as foods, what could happen if they stumble upon a poisonous plant? Surely there were some fatalities out of that, but nevertheless, we should credit our indigenous knowledge holders for selecting these brilliant kinds of foods that we enjoy today. And of course, the food portion is just a drop in the ocean in terms of IKS. I've indicated that it's a broad knowledge. You can talk about IKS in every field. You think of agriculture, there is some IKS. You can think about the way in which people used to know that their cattle are all in the kraal, you know, the counting system that they use, that was IKS. So there is a lot of IKS, even in medicine, in healthcare system, there was some IKS. So it is a broad thing, but nevertheless, when we think about this IKS again, one should not forget about the limitations, because of course there are some limitations and we shouldn't really be ignorant of that. But as much as there are limitations, IKS can help us moving forward in terms of innovation and development, even in terms of conservation. If we think about the way in which indigenous communities look after their environment, I think we can learn a thing or two out of that. So this exhibition of food, it really opens up as a basis of innovation wherein people can really innovate and, of course, develop more products out of this indigenous knowledge system. So thank you for attending this session. I hope at the end we had the opportunity to really enjoy the exhibition. So I wish to end here, unless if Prof. Mokgalaka will join us in the middle. I've got something to say. I can hand over to Prof. Mokgalaka just to finalize. Thank you, Prof. Mokgalaka.
Thank you, Prof. Chisikawa, can you hear me?
Okay. Mhm.
we okay, colleagues?
Okay, good morning. We want to welcome you here at Kwani. We're doing our program with some students, some learners from primary and secondary school that are nearby. And we do have our visitors, even our executive dean is with us here. We really want to welcome you all, even those who are listening to us through this technology virtually. We are also welcoming you in this program that we are going to start with. It is about renewable energy and exhibition. Mostly we get this when we are here at the center. We do have some exhibitions in our labs. We do have some renewable energy systems that are outside here. It will be a privilege for those who have attended so that we'll be able to show them whatever renewable energy systems that we are having here at the center. At the moment, we want to request Dr. Maluta, the HOD in physics, to do the opening for us. Dr. Maluta, time is yours.
Thanks, Dr. Mgauzi. I think my job today is just to introduce the tour around the Science Center and the exhibition which we have done under the renewable energy. The Vuani Science Resource Center is one of the centers which our main focus is on renewable energy, where we do lots of awareness on renewable energy, PV solar cells. We do awareness on ecological and climate change with the different stations we have. And the first recording or the tour will be showcasing the stations which we have, where we have the ecological eddy flux tower. Will show the eddy flux tower where we're measuring the ecosystem around the Vuani Science Resource Center. And this tower, we are comparing it to the carbon exchange between us human beings and the carbon exchange between animals, using another tower, eddy flux tower, which is at Kukuza inside the Kruger National Park. And we have another eddy coverance tower at the Karoo, and we are comparing the results of these towers to see the climate change and the carbon exchange on the ecological system, but using different samples like human beings, which we are doing at Vuani Science Resource Center, livestock or farming, which we are doing in the Karoo, and the wild animals, which we are doing at the Kruger National Park. After that, we also showcase the mini weather station, which we have, which we measure the different weather parameters from rainfall, wind speed, daily temperature, and other factors which relate to our day-to-day activities, humidity, and all other related factors. We measure them at the mini weather station we have. And the two other stations are related to the photovoltaics or renewable energy studies, where we are looking at the different comparison between the coastal and the inland. We have a station in collaboration with the Nelson Mandela University, looking at the performance of the coastal PV system, and we have a station at Vuani where we are looking at the inland performance of the PV systems. And after that, we have our 5 kilowatt energy supplies, which supply the energy to our building. At Vuani Science Resource Center, we have 2 buildings. We have the first building where we have laboratories and computer labs. That's where we are supplying the PV or the renewable energy from the PV plant, which produce 5 kilowatt. And then we'll be showcasing how to at least charge a cell phone using our mobile solar cells on a wheelbarrow. And then that will be the end of the renewable energy exhibition.
Thank you, Dr. Maduka. I hope even our learners who are around here have heard about all the renewable systems that we have here, and you might be having some presentations where your teachers, your educators are teaching you about different sources of energy. Then that's what we have here. We, as a country, we are trying by all means to have energy mix. And one of the one that we are considering
please, we are requesting that you share the video that has been, the link has been given to you also there.
Okay.
Of a delay, there's no sound on our side.
Excuse me?
We can't hear anything. There's no sound coming out.
Wow. Can you hear now?
No, not yet.
And I didn't change any settings here. It's just the same as the first one.
Good morning, colleagues. Sorry if I might just help with the audio of the video. When you click on share content, there's a little setting at the top of that window that says include computer sound. Just ensure that you switch that on when you share your screen, please.
Bafedila, can you try again with the sound?
Excuse me?
We can't still hear anything. Can you try?
Let me stop sharing and then.
Yes, please stop sharing, and then when you click on share content, there's a little switch on that window that will pop up to say include computer sound.
When I click on share.
Yeah, click share content, and then just underneath it, it will say include computer sound.
Oh, thank you.
Pleasure.
Of renewable energy in the National Science Week 2021.
Perfect, thank
you. To give you an overview of how the solar panel is useful in our community, at home, wherever we are. This is the solar panel that we have here at the Science Center, of which we know that the solar panels are made up of different solar panels. We have got the polycrystalline, we have got the amorphous, but the one that we have here is a polycrystalline solar panel. This one is having a peak power of 90 watts, and it is useful because when we place it on the sun, it harnesses all the energy, of which that energy is called the solar radiation, to itself, and then the energy that we have here will be giving us the so-called direct current, of which we call it DC. But for being useful in our houses, at home, wherever we are, it has to be converted to alternate current, of which we call it the AC. This will be equivalent to what Eskom are giving us. And hence, in this solar panel, we do have the converter at the back here, of which we are converting our solar energy into the solar energy, which is of a DC, into what? Into an alternate current. And we can actually charge our phones. Let me just show you how we charge our phone. My phone is being charged. Then you can actually see that it is charging here. Wherever we go, because we mostly go, we have our outreaches in some areas where there will be no electricity. If our phones are off, then we just take out our solar panel and put it out, and then we charge our phones. The life continues like that. Thank you very much.
We are taking you on a tour. We are going to show you the station that we have around this center. Now, today I'm going to explain to you about the eddy covariance flux measurement tower. Basically, what the tower does, from the far part there is a spider kind of a set at the top there, which measure nothing else but the wind as well as the turbulences. So next to it there is another set like a flask that measures the gas. The system there is named LI7000. Then it goes down. On the other side, there is a gold kind of a dish at the top there. It measures rain gauge or rainfall. Then you come down again, there is this other set here, this one, what it does, it measures the humidity and the temperature. Then under the ground here, there are other cables that are going down to measure soil heat flux, soil moisture, soil temperature. And all these parameters including this one here, which has 2 lenses at the bottom and the other 2 lenses at the top. This one measures the radiation. What they do, all these pyranometers, they enter into the data logger inside this system, and then all the data that is recorded, it comes through this system. That is that. Thank you very much.
This is a continuation of our virtual tour at Vuwani Science Center. I'm here standing at the weather station. The solar panels that I'm showing here, they are enabling us to power this system, and the system consists of the solar tracker. Then the system here has got pyranometer. Then we also have the 2 pyranometers there, of which one of them is shaded. These balls are shading the far right one, of which it is measuring the so-called diffuse solar radiation. And then the one which is in the middle there is measuring global solar radiation. We also have that small tower of which we are measuring the solar radiation, the wind direction, as well as the amount of wind also. Then likewise, down there when we were explaining the eddy covariant, we also said that we have the rain gauge, which measures how much rainfall do we actually have. Then we can average it throughout the year and find out whether we are comparable with other areas. This is actually the weather station that we have. Thank you very much. This is Vuwani Science Center, National Science Week 2021. Thank you.
I'm going to make it simple. First of all, I'm just going to explain or tell you the name of the solar panels that we are having here. We are having 2 types of solar panels. We are having the Canadian solar panel, and then we are having the crystal solar panel. So with these 2 solar panels, we call this one as one station. So here we are going to do the comparison between the station in the coastal and the one in the inland. So here we are in the inland. So on this one, what we are doing here, we use our solar panel as a power supplier. It means our solar panels, it supplies us with data. And then where do we store that data? We are having a box at the back here. That box there, we call it a data log. That's where we store our data. So after storing our data, we compare our data with the one from the station which is in the coastal. So after doing that, we check which one it gives us a good result. And then that's where we are going to say now, our people, this is the one that you have to use in the inland, and then this is the one that you have to use in the coastal. Thank you very much.
This 5 kilowatt was donated by the Department of Science and Technology some years ago, so that at least we can also showcase the use of renewable energy on the average of all the science centers in South Africa, which are here. Almost we have like more 16 panels which are connected to give the 5 kilowatts, and then that 5 kilowatts is going into the building. Then we convert it from DC to AC, and then we connect to the grid. And this is where we get all the connection, which is the input from the panels, and then the output goes down here. It goes down, then it goes into the building where we have power and powering the building. All the connection which comes from the whole PV system or the station, it comes in here. We can see the number here where we are almost, today we are almost harnessing 490 kilowatts. It's winter, but at least the radiation due to temperature of the solar panel, we're still getting some maximum power which we want. And from here, this goes to the main DB where we share with Eskom, and that's how we supply the energy to all the buildings here.
Over to you.
Thank you very much. I think now we can have questions from our participants about the exhibition as well as the renewable energy tour that we have done. It's just unfortunate that the first part was not heard clearly because of the sound that was not and we were unable to hear that. But we are accepting the apology that might have the inconveniences that might have happened to each one of us. We are giving a floor to the participants to ask questions. Maybe we can say, let's have 3 questions at a go, and then we'll be able to answer them. Maybe we can also couple the questions that we have with the previous speaker presentations about the IKS, so that we tackle all the problems all together. Let's have 3 questions at a go, and then we'll be able to answer those questions. Over to you, the participants. Bafedile.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for the exhibition. Very interesting. The solar panels, you are doing very well on that as the Science Center. So the question that I have is, are you encouraging the community to be able to have their own solar panels? And if so, what is the impact so far? Do you see quite a number of people, because of what you are doing, going the solar panel way? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's the first question. Maybe I can just repeat it. The question is, in fact, she started by commending the work that we are doing as the Science Center. And then later she asked whether we are encouraging the community to install their own solar panels at their homes or not. Then if so, are we really seeing more number of community members coming to try and have the knowledge about these solar panels? That's the first question. Any other questions so that we can tackle them together? Even to the participants whom we are with here, you can also ask questions. All right. Without any other question, maybe I can request Dr. Maluta to answer maybe partially the 2 questions that Bafedile has asked.
Thanks, Bafedile, for raising the question and commending us on the Renewable Energy as a Science Center. The issue is when we do energy awareness, we normally have workshop for community and educators where we showcase the use of renewable energy and also explain how much they can save after using the energy. In mind that one PV system work for 25 years, plus minus. And what is a person has to change is only the battery bank. And that saves a lot because the only fees which are high is just the installation fee. But after that, the maintenance is low. Looking at the community around, I think in general, there is an increase of people going to solar, and people are now starting using the solar water heaters where they are combining it with the electric geyser so that at least they reduce the electricity, the usage of electricity. But there are several people who are now putting solar cells on their houses for the use of their home. And I think it's more becoming important when we have this load shedding, and most of the people, they need to have power almost all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, something that I want to add is whether the community are really interested on using energy and also coming to the center. Yes, we are still lacking on that. We need really to do more awareness on energy so that the community might be able to come and see what we are doing here at the center. The building that we are referring to, of which our 5 kilowatt is being supplied by the solar panels, the PV station that we have, is really helping us a lot. The only thing that we want to do is the analysis comparing with before, while we were not having this PV station, and when we have the PV station, whether our the payment of the ESCOM money is reduced or not. And another thing that we can add there is that our PV station is connected to the grid. In other words, if it happens that we are having more of what we are harnessing, it's just going to ESCOM without them giving us any rebates. And then maybe if we can have to add some more panels so that we can harness at least 1 gig, that will follow the policies and they rebate us as UDIVEN. Yeah, that's what we can say. I'm not sure whether we have answered you very well, Bafitile. Yes, and we are also encouraging the participants maybe to use the chat option to ask questions if you want to, so that even if we are done with these presentations, we'll be able to answer you very well. Bafitile, have we answered your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other question before we proceed to the next item? Oh, is there anyone? No, that's what it is. Okay, we have got a question from the participants who are around here. Hopefully the voice will be raised a little bit so that you can hear the question. Over to you.
Thank you, Ms. Mraz. I understand.
when are we expecting to stop using Eskom as the center and depend only on the renewable energy system like the PV, just because we have got that PV station? That's the first question. I saw something like a hand from Christoph. Do you want to ask something?
Dr.
If not, maybe we can give this chance to Welibwani Masebe.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a question at this point. Maybe we can hear from others who have raised their hands, and I can talk later. Thank you.
Okay, it's fine, but up to now, there is no other hand except that question of estimating the period at which, as the center, will start to use our PV system only and depend not on Eskom. Omaruta?
Okay, thanks for the question. Currently, we are using only the PV because we don't have the backup power, like the battery bank also. We just use the PV during the day. At night, we need Eskom. That's the reason why we are currently using both. But we are also looking forward to have funds to increase the storage of the power, which then we can use it over the night. Remember, we extract the solar cells during the day when we have the solar radiation, but at night we don't have solar radiation. Then we need to store that energy. And currently what we are using is just use this energy as the sun is available. But at later stage or in future, we are planning to have the battery bank, and we will be using now the power at night from the battery. There is already a company which has already promised that they will come back to us about giving us a battery bank which we can try to use. I think that answers your question.
Thank you very much, Dr. Maluta. And maybe another thing that I can add there is that funding is the one which is a stumbling block to be able to run through the PV systems only here at the center. Because when we want to go renewable, it means we had to identify all our appliances and know how many PV panels are we expected to connect there, of which it will give us the power that we need in each and every building. Then maybe that is why we have connected to the grid, because we don't have the backup of the batteries due to the cost that we were experiencing during the time when we installed these PV systems. Okay, is there any other question? There is a comment here that Bomutivi has given. He said, very informative session. I think it's time for us on renewable energy, since we have knowledge, land, recourse, and it will reduce cost and environment pollution. That's the comment that he has sent. You can also continue to send the comments, or even you ask questions, then we'll entertain your questions. Is there any other question before we proceed? Or any comment from the participants who are around with us? Okay. It's like we don't have any question. Maybe we can take it back to Bafidile and then we proceed. Thank you.
Do you want me to share another video?
No, once again, I think it's fine. We don't have another video.
All right, thank you.
We're gonna carry on with the next issue on the program. I think it's starting at 11. But the one who wanted to say something, can the one say what you wanted to say before we go to the next item on the program?
Thank you, Chair, and good morning to all the participants. What I can say is just to appreciate the good show that Univen and other partner institutions like your HSRC, TIA, and UNISA have put together to educate our nation on what you as the institution you are offering. And it's good to learn more about the solar and renewable energy that this university through Vuwani Center it's offering, and also to congratulate you on the documentary on renewable energy that we saw helping the poor villages, rural villages, which is how research need to do to bring that solution to the people on the ground, not just publishing papers that gather dust without anyone using. So we say thumbs up to Univen and continue to promote and get more young people get interested in the science and mathematics. That's all I can say for now, and thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, Masebe, for your last remark. I think as a Univen team, we will also even like to extend our gratitude to SASTA and DSI to allowing us to showcase what we do as an institution and coming back to the Vuwani Science Center. But I think even for now, the show is still going on. We are still going to have our seminar on which it's going to be coming around 11 now. But I will ask if Professor Mukhalaka wants to say something before we set up to Dr. Kaheru and the team in education. I think Dr. Kaheru, you must be warming up, and Professor Bantwini, so that you can continue with the show. Over to you, Professor Mukhalaka.
Thank you, Dr. Maluta and Dr. Mulaudzi, Professor Chisikawe and Advocate Dr. Farelo Machidze for putting together such a wonderful exhibition and program. I would really appreciate also all the participants who stayed with us throughout the program, even though we had some connection challenges. We really appreciate, this opportunity that the DSI through NRF and SASTA, that it allows universities to take science to communities. And we are really grateful to our partners, the HSRC, UNISA, and TIA for also, seeing that it is important to partner with University of Venda, which is a rural-based university. But there are many good things happening within the communities which are possible through the university and the science councils, bringing the science to the communities. So this was a very successful webinar. We thank you everybody for attending, and we have another webinar that starts at 11. I hope you will join us for that. So we have in that next webinar, we have with us where we hope to learn the success stories of the star schools in the Vhembe district. We have the educators, we have the learners, we have the district managers, and we also have some academics from Univen who will share with us the secrets to their success. I thank you very much for all attending, and we will appreciate also if you can provide a feedback about your experience in this program so that we can improve on that. Thank you. Bafedile, I see your hand is up. Did you want to say something? It's an old hand. Okay. Thank you, everybody. This is it for this session, and then we will join using the other link for the webinar. Thank you, and bye-bye.
I think what we'll do currently, we're gonna take a few minutes break and come back with the last webinar. We are just calling Professor Kaheru to be getting ready, warm up, and we're in 10 minutes, we'll be back. Hello, colleagues. Our next session is going to the next link. I think there were 2 links on the program. Can we join the other link?
Also like to appreciate our colleagues who are here. And I didn't want to talk a lot because in our midst, we have what were called star schools. I'll tell you why we call them star schools. And I'll talk about first. I would like our chair to share something on our screen so that we could see why we call them star schools. Okay, is it okay? It will be on.
Hello, I'm trying to upload your presentation.
Actually, it's a long page, and it explains why it is good.
Maybe we can try from your side. I seem to be struggling to upload this one page of the spreadsheet. I was asking if you can actually try from the side as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I will ask possibly as we struggle to put it up, I'll talk to it so that we can continue. But okay, I will teach them. Okay, my name is Sam Kahero. I will use the Bible language, forgive me. I'm just talking about the great people who are in front of us. I'm like John the Baptist when I was talking about Jesus. Let's not stretch that knowledge too far. But I feel I'm not worthy to introduce them. On the other hand, I'm impressed by the work they do. In terms of, like, the spreadsheet which you will see later, I have put our 5 schools. You will see it out. I feel it will be uploaded. Let me read the distinctions they got in 2016. Distinctions, distinctions from 80 to 100. If you combine all of them in 2016, they got 86 distinctions in physical sciences. In 2017, they got 101 distinctions in physical sciences, 5 schools. 2018, 110. 2019, 93. 2020, when we look at 2020, it was a very difficult year. I think most of the time students are on. We can see the distinctions coming down, but they got 84 distinctions between them. That's why I felt that, yes, they are star schools. And I'll wait later on. I want to ask, what do they do? To give just an example would be, forgive me, but I feel at a time when everything seems to be gloomy, you have these schools encouraging us that let's move on. And I felt that when we were organizing this conference, I said, no, I think we should showcase them so that we can be also motivated in these difficult situations to move ahead. And we are really very grateful that you have come amongst us to be there. Yes, if you don't join, but we really are excited to be around with you. In 2019, in physical science, we got 53 distinctions. 53 one school. In 2020, last year, because there's a reduction, but it was 47. Physical science. Wow. Oh, they're here. Okay. Yes. Now I'm going to talk about because everything. Can you see clear? Let me try to see my
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I am Banu Sankaran, the Deputy Principal of Imbilvi Secondary School. I am also a science teacher teaching grade 12 learners at this school. And it's my great pleasure to be part of this Science Week. It feels as though I feel at home when I'm in this function. And the main thing that makes us to be very successful, and I want to share it with everybody. I think every school takes it very seriously about science. Then this country is going to be scientifically very much advanced, and all of our problems will be solved. And if the science is developed, economy is definitely, it's not a problem at all. We can have a bright future. The thing how we work out in our school is only one stream school in the sense all the learners are doing maths and science only. Maybe it solves many of our problems. And we concentrate more on foundation. That means we started to think about this grade 12 results even when they are in grade 8 and 9. And we say this maths and science have to be strong. So even in the lower classes, we started to concentrate on their mathematics. We have extra classes for maths and physical science part of natural science so that we strengthen their foundations. In that way, they are able to accelerate when they reach the FET band. There are other systems that we have, like learners participate in competitions like Science Expo, Science Olympiad, and these ones help them. And they also visit the Wani Science Center. I want to thank Dr. Maluta, Dr. Mulawudzi and their team, always inviting us to the Science Week, to the Wani Science Center, so our learners get an opportunity to see the exhibits and be part of the Science Week so that they are motivated. So they already think about what can we do when we become an adult. Are we going to work in this field or that field? They already start imagining when they are young. Then this makes them to get very successful. And track record is also very important. Every year we think about, I have not even summarized those distinctions. Thanks, Dr. Sam Kahero, for doing that. Now I'm just looking at this, how many distinctions I got in 2020. Really, I forgot because of this COVID. We could not think about it, but I think it's better. 47 distinctions, it's good. And it involves lots of hard work, not only from the educator side, from the learner side, from the parent side. If all the three of us are not working together, it is not possible. But every time possible, our management is willing to extend any amount of help as far as the maths and science is concerned. I want to thank our principal, Mr. Lijade. So anything that we want to do for maths and science, he was always willing. This is the one that helps us to be very successful. Then science cannot work without practicals. Whenever we do practical investigation, we really do it. Many schools don't do practical investigation. They just fill those whatever handout that was given. Our school, we definitely do the practical investigation. Because of a big number, we need help from the science center. They come and visit our school. Even last week, they were there in our school. The learners really did the practicals. It helps us. Not only that, even in the class, because our classes are too big, around 60, 70 during the normal time. So what we do is, instead of learners coming to the laboratory and going back, it wastes time. We take the apparatus straight to the classrooms and we demonstrate in front of the classrooms. These are some of the things that we are doing that makes us to be very successful. I don't want to take too much of your time. Thanks for the opportunity that is given to me. Thank you. The kids, Sikita and BLA, can you please stand up? And we also have got Mr. Chizumba, who is our HOD for physical sciences, who is leading the department now.
Is it what you do grade 12? Is it what you do from grade 8?
Yeah, the result is not only from grade 12, it is from grade 8. Actually, even now when the COVID is going on, we did not give special attention to grade 12 because it's the same number of hours everybody is attending every day. Everybody is coming to school and they are attending school. So it is not that great priority given to grade 12. It's all grades are equal. If we don't concentrate on grade 8, grade 12s cannot perform very well. So the foundation is very, very important. Thank you.
I'll be going up and down to that. Oh, I'm very interested also.